Bafana Bafana on the counter-attack.
It could be very dangerous.
That could be very dangerous.
And
all of this could really play into Bafana Bafana's hand.
You 100% correct.
We have to accept that Bafana Bafana are underdogs.
Yep.
But don't discount them. It's a good side. And when you've got Budao, you've got Modiba, you've got Mbukazi, you've got Ronwin Williams.
Yep.
He's not been in the form of his life as of late. But the man knows the big occasion. He's stopped penalty after penalty in an AFCON that's in recent
when the
memory.
pressure is
when the pressure is so high. Elsewhere, World Cup fixtures. Who's got your eye? Hey. Listen, if you like a story, Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup. It would be a first star for Portugal.
It will be something else.
Messi's got his World Cup. If you love football, purely football, surely you're thinking to yourself, Cristiano Ronaldo, get your star, let's go.
Let's pack our bags and let's call it a day.
16 years on, and the mirror reflects directly back at us. A kickoff of a World Cup between Bafana Bafana and Mexico. We all remember how that went 16 years ago. This is Black and White Boots.
Go Shabalala.
Go for all of Africa.
Bafana Bafana. That was some commentary.
Oh, yeah.
It is like
Peter Drury.
He's one of the best.
Hats off to you, sir.
Yeah, no.
Hats off to you.
He did a stellar job,
We're 16 years on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's World Cup week.
It is.
It's World Cup week.
Yeah.
I've had to say, people who have been fans of this show and a certain previous show that we've been on will have heard me speak, I don't know how many times, about how international football is just a distraction from what we really want is the club football. But a World Cup is different.
World Cup is different. Like I was saying to BK, that I'm not really feeling the vibe that much. However, I think when it kicks in, that's when you start to enjoy it, the drama that comes with it and all of that. I think you get sucked into it. But so far, it feels a bit flat for my liking. But I think it's just me. Because a lot of people are excited. I see a lot of people wearing Bafana shirts and whatnot. Yeah.
The one thing I must say, the context of club football in perhaps the last 2 seasons has seen a diminishing of goals scored. That's a concern for this World Cup, is that if we're not going to see goals, it is going to fall flat.
Yeah.
It is going to fall flat. And in particular, Bafana Bafana, goals are an issue.
Yeah, goals are dry there. Look, he's got 3 strikers, different strikers. I mean, you've got Lyle Forster, who's a goal poacher. You've got Reyners, who's got speed. And you've got Mahopa, who's got the aerial advantage. So
I like that you brought up Reyners, because I think that was my most exciting pick of when we saw the lineups.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, great players. I'm glad Tembazwane is there with his experience.
Of course.
Yeah. I think he deserves to be in a World Cup squad with what he's done for Bafana Bafana and Sundowns. And yes, he's past his best probably.
Yeah.
But his experience and his ability to do something off the bench could be critical for Bafana Bafana. So I'm glad he's there.
Yeah.
But Reyners was my pick there because I thought the boy's in amongst the goals.
Yeah.
He has been the last 2-3 seasons. He's been in Golden Boot contender for the past 3 seasons, right?
Yeah.
In the Betway Premiership at least. And that's all that Bafana Bafana has been lacking, because the quality of the build-up play, creating of chances,
it is much there.
I'm going to go blue in the face talking about this, because I've said it so many times. Create enough opportunities, don't finish them off. I criticized Orlando Pirates for this season, creating enough opportunities, not finishing them off. And we get a lot of hate for that, for criticizing Pirates' lack of finishing prowess.
Because of the amount of goals they've scored.
Exactly.
Could have been more.
It could have been more.
Yeah.
It could have and should have been more.
Yeah.
Is that there was wastefulness that you can't deny when you actually watch the games. If you just look at the stats book, you're not going to see wastefulness because Pirates were the top goal scorers in the Betway Premiership last season. But that is, going into this World Cup, my biggest concern ahead of Bafana Bafana versus Mexico is that we will create chances against Mexico. Bafana Bafana, when last I saw them play a game and not create ample chances, I can't tell you.
We're littered with talent, with creative talent.
Yeah. I mean, Apolis, Rele Mofokeng, there's going to be opportunities.
There has to be.
You know, Tebogo Mokoena.
There has to be.
He creates enough opportunities.
No, I mean, he's always lingering around outside the box. You know, those chances always fall to him.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then when you start looking at that Mexico squad, you know, there's prolific members in that Mexico squad.
Yeah.
They'll certainly go into this game being favorites.
I think, they are favorites. You know, they've got a lot of... look, if you look at the number of players that they have in like strong leagues out in Europe as well, compared to us, I think one can say on paper, they most probably going to be favorites.
The likes of Raul Jimenez, you know, proven Premier League striker. I know we've got our own Premier League striker in Lyle Foster there. But in terms of a proven Premier League striker who's been in the Premier League with multiple teams and has shown year in, year out that he is a lethal finisher, he's the man to look out for, probably out of everyone on the pitch. He's going to be the star man. And at Estadio Azteca, Mexico City, I mean, how many Bafana fans are we going to have in that stadium? 16?
Yeah, probably
32?
30. Yeah, maybe 50 and maybe a bunch of other, maybe other countries just supporting Bafana, African countries, right?
If they could have got tickets, yes, but how hard would it be to get tickets for that game on Thursday night? Yeah, I mean, the Mexicans will have snapped those up as fast as they could. It's a home World Cup.
Yeah,
right.
I think there are a certain amount of tickets that are reserved for the FAs.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
so I think that's how the Department of Sports have managed to secure those tickets for the... Because, I mean, they were sending players when the games was already sold out. So they had, like, I think maybe an amount of tickets that were reserved for the FAs to purchase. I'd like to believe, I'm not too sure.
I believe that there were some tickets reserved for South African fans, but then that would be reserved for those who can afford it. And let's be honest,
not many of us.
We don't think that there's a big contingency of Bafana Bafana fans who could afford to go and watch Bafana Bafana and have chosen to do so at those insane prices that the FIFA World Cup tickets have been going for.
No, not many of us can afford.
But there's going to be a massive, massive global viewership for this fixture.
I think it's going to be the biggest. I think we're going to see, I think, a record-breaking viewership coming Thursday.
The estimate on Thursday is 1.1 billion people to tune in. 1.1 billion people to tune into this game worldwide.
Yeah.
Let alone the 90,000 that are at that Mexico City Estadio Azteca. I mean, it's a massive, massive stadium.
Yeah. I think it's going to even surpass that.
We spoke about this a short while ago. Sundowns, the trouble they had in Morocco, the adversity they faced in Morocco from fans. Does that prepare this Bafana Bafana squad well for what they are to face on Thursday night?
I think so. Look, they've already had issues of their own with the traveling arrangements and all of that. So I think these guys are resilient, and having a team like Mamelodi Sundowns overcoming what they overcame in Morocco. I mean, there's 8 players there that were there. I think it's going to help calm the nerves a bit.
Speak about Mexico for a second. The last 5 fixtures, 3 wins, 2 draws. They're preparing well for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Bafana Bafana, on the other hand,
for the friendlies, 2 draws. And I think we've been won in like 5 games, I think.
Yeah, we didn't even score against
the Caracas or something like that.
Nicaragua.
Yeah, something like that.
Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Missed penalty by Lyle Foster. Can't score against Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And then we had the single loss in recent time for Bafana Bafana, Safa and the visa office.
Yeah.
Big loss. Got punished there.
Yeah.
Got punished at the visa office.
Yeah. We lost the World Cup there.
We're on minus 3 points just on that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bro, I was frustrated.
We all are. I think we're all so sick of Danny Jordan. We're all so sick of Safa.
But it's the same
I know
guy.
it's not Danny Jordan's
No, the same
fault.
guy that made that blunder.
Blunder of the Mokoena yellow
but
card.
it appears that when I read somewhere, it appears that, look, I mean, I think they wanted to discipline him. However, they realized that his contract, it's tied up with Hugo Broos, so he departs at the end of the World Cup. Well, his contract expires at the end of the World Cup. This is all alleged, but let's see if they're gonna renew.
If you can't punish him, then put criminal charges. Crimes against the state.
Yeah, that's what do you call this? There's a
treason.
That's treason.
It's treason.
Yeah.
Try him for treason.
Yeah.
We want to see you at the High Court of Pretoria in the next few months. No, man, come on. That's not good enough.
What a rookie mistake, eh?
But anyway, we are where we are. Bafana Bafana are playing Mexico.
Yeah.
As much as we've spoken about a couple negatives where we say Mexico's in great form, they're a strong side, they are the favorites. They will also be under pressure from their home crowd. If they don't start the game well, and let's be honest, how many teams start the game well against Bafana Bafana in recent
Not many. Even Cameroon, the great Cameroon struggled. I mean, Morocco struggled. Many teams struggle against Bafana Bafana, especially when they're playing their fast pace. I would like to say we play tiki-taka to a degree.
So if Mexico aren't able to get on the ball, then their fans will get frustrated, maybe start to boo. If they're doing backwards passes, because Bafana Bafana has a press up until a certain point, and they might play a few backwards passes, that might get the fans uneasy.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if they push Bafana Bafana, like their fans might encourage them to do, push, get in, get stuck in, whatever. Bafana Bafana on the counter-attack.
That could be very dangerous.
That could be very dangerous.
And
all of this could really play into Bafana Bafana's hands.
You're 100% correct. And if their fans can put them under pressure, which they are more likely to do that, usually that also gets to players. They start to want to, impress the fans and all of that, and they tend to make mistakes. I've seen it happening in the past where a team will lose shape a little bit and gets punished, So let's see. But I think it's going to be an interesting fixture. And I think the longer Bafana Bafana can hold up, the better for them.
Do you think, because I believe Mexico is the strongest team in this group, do you think, speaking about seeing the reflection in the mirror of 16 years ago, Bafana Bafana come out of this with the same result as the opening fixture in 2010 and they're happy? If we leave with a draw?
I think so. I mean, you're away, you're playing the host country. The odds are stacked against you. Many will even the betting odds will be way in favor of Mexico. I think if they get a draw, it would have been an upset for Mexico.
Yeah,
I think so. Look, and I said this before, Bafana Bafana, obviously they will prepare to win, but I think in the back of their mind, they will say, let's not overimpose ourselves here. Even if we get a draw, we still have Czechia and South Korea where we can navigate wins. But Mexico, I think the stakes are just so high and a lot of pressure is going to be on those players.
Aubrey Modiba in the starting lineup in the called-up squad for Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
We delighted with that. We were concerned from the CAF Champions League final. He didn't start the CAF Champions League final because of the injury. The second leg of the CAF Champions League final because of the injury in the first leg. Right? Yeah. Mudau and Modiba. That is Bafana Bafana's basis.
Yeah.
I think as good as so many other players are, Tebogo Mokoena, Oswin Apolis, what Evidence Mahopa does for Bafana Bafana in his role, really more for King, superstar, star boy. He could be the star of the tournament in many ways.
Yeah.
Mbokazi, who's doing great things in a league that doesn't exist, but
I love you, my friend. Any American slander, I'm for it.
In the seniors league there, that side. But for me, it all starts with Mudau and Modiba.
Yeah, not true. I think that those fullbacks, they're going to play a very critical game for Bafana. Critical role, sorry, for Bafana Bafana. And the mere fact that there is always going to be our structure, and whether we like it or not, it's mostly Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns, and the telepathy that is there. I think it's going to help a lot going into this game. I can't stress enough the importance of Ronwin as well. Starting a play and all of that. Reading the game, of which I think he does it so well.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got this Julian Quinones for Mexico. He'll be playing on the left wing, possibly in that fixture.
So he'll be facing
Mudau and Alvarado against Aubrey Modiba.
Yeah.
They'll be Starfield.
Yeah, they'll be Starfield.
There's no two ways about it. Yeah. And Raul Jimenez, if he doesn't get the service, it doesn't matter how good a player he is. Look, again, they are favorites for a reason.
Yeah.
We try to be unbiased pundits. It's very difficult to be unbiased when it comes to Bafana Bafana. In terms of that, we have to accept that Bafana Bafana are underdogs.
Yeah.
But don't discount them. It's a good side. And when you've got Budau, you've got Modiba, you've got Mbukazi, got Ronwin Williams.
Yeah.
He's not been in the form of his life as of late, but the man knows the big occasion. He's stopped penalty after penalty in an AFCON that's in recent
when the
memory.
Pressure is
when
so
the pressure
much.
Is so high.
Yeah.
He helps actually engage Bafana Bafana's play, steps out, sweeper keeper, that Manuel Neuer type role where he's able to lay the passes around the pitch.
To start up the game, yeah.
Mokwena, Temba Zwane coming in as an option, Evidence Makgopa coming in as an option.
Yeah.
We don't think he'll start many games.
Yeah.
And a Polis who's just a live wire and difficult to deal with, especially if he gets given that free role that he had with Orlando Pirates all season, in between the lines.
Yeah.
What's Mexico's preparation looking like? We can talk about Bafana's preparation for this game. What's Mexico's preparation looking like? Surely they're looking at this and they're like, we need a game plan.
Yeah, they need to get a game plan. And also, if you're going to play Bafana, chances are they would have watched their games and they've realized that they enjoy possession. Are they going to try to starve them of possession? How much can they do that?
Yeah, if you're going to, we said earlier, if you're going to press them and make sure that they make a mistake, they could pass right past you. They've got pace in behind.
Yeah.
You could be in trouble if you decide to press Bafana. And this could be largely why Bafana's recent results they don't look the greatest because Bafana haven't been the underdog in a while. They've been playing against teams that are prepared to defend against them, etc.
Yeah, true.
So if a team's going to go toe-to-toe with Bafana, that might be the best Bafana that we see.
That's it. And I'm hoping they do that. And look, they're playing at home. Obviously they will be cautious, but I think they will be forced to go at Bafana. And I think that's when Bafana is going to enjoy the most of the game. Because they've got good ball players. Unless Madala decide that, he just want to absorb pressure when Mexico come for him and go in with maybe with a defensive mindset like he did when I think we were playing Cameroon, I think. So we don't know. I don't know how Madala is going to set up his troops, but I'm hoping that it doesn't go full defensive. You know what I mean?
We spoke about that recent form for Mexico. On Friday, they played against Serbia. Serbia is not a joke of a football team. They're a good side. It's a good side. Mexico thumped them 5-1. They're having no problem putting the ball in the net.
No, nothing.
To be fair, Serbia put 2 of those balls in the net for them.
It's because they're under pressure. Hey, South African fans, own goals happens.
No one paid the Serbians to score those own goals in a friendly, guys. Come on. But the most critical part, their talisman, Raul Jimenez, got on the score sheet on Friday. That's what you need. You need a striker who's got a goal.
That's it.
Get that form in.
That confidence.
Get that feel of putting the ball in the net. And then when the opportunity comes to you, we've seen it time and time again. A striker, as soon as the goals start to come, the goals seem to come. They start to flow. When it plugs up a little bit, that's when you're concerned.
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez will have enjoyed that goal on Friday, and it will mean a lot for him ahead of Thursday's game.
Yeah, it would. It will mean a lot. I mean, going into games like this, you need all the confidence in the world. Like I say, they will be under tremendous pressure, playing against, playing a home game, 90,000, opening game. Like you mentioned, probably 1.1 billion are going to tune it. All those things do play in their minds, and going into that game with a little bit of confidence will go a long way for those players, to be quite honest with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's where I think Bafana stars are lacking a little bit.
Definitely.
Bafana haven't been free-flowing with the goals. And hopefully when they do get opportunities, because those opportunities will come, just bury it, please. Please, just bury the chances when they come. We need that. Elsewhere, World Cup fixtures. Who's got your eye? Hey, man. Listen, if you like a story, Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup. It would be a first star for Portugal.
It would be something else.
Messi's got his World Cup. If you love football, purely football, surely you're thinking to yourself, Cristiano Ronaldo, get your star, let's go.
Let's pack our bags and let's call it a day. I think the gods of football would have equalized nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only fair for Cristiano Ronaldo to finish with 1,000 goals at the end of his career. And a World Cup. He's got everything else.
No, definitely. Yeah, coming to your question, man, I'm hoping that Portugal could do well. Portugal is always my other team in these competitions, right? I think France, and I said this before, I think France are definitely, I see France all the way there.
Lost to Ivory Coast this week.
Oh, look, I mean,
Preparation games mean
nothing.
Preparation
game means nothing. That's why I'm not even worried that Bafana Bafana have not won. But it's a concern, but I don't think it's something that we should really worry about, right? I think preparation games are just preparation games. Coaches are trying different tactics to see who best suits what, right? But going into the actual game, it's a different ball game altogether. So I think there will be at least 2 African teams in the top 8.
Wow.
Yeah, Senegal being one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast?
Most likely. Most likely. I think they are the most.
Morocco is the most likely. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe Egypt.
Yeah, I know. There's something going on there. When Al Ahly is not doing well, they tend to also not, because Al Ahly are not doing well. They tend to also struggle as well. Because in the past, they relied a lot on those Al Ahly players as well. So, but I don't see Egypt being a problem. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna go far. I'm tipping Senegal, Ivory Coast, Morocco. One of those, 2 of those, definitely in the top 8.
To join Bafana Bafana and make it 3.
Hey man, look, my heart, would be so fulfilled, but I don't think it's realistic. My expectation is to just make it out of the group stages, please.
Right.
If Bafana Bafana make it out of a group stage, Marco, it's the best World Cup we've ever had. If you think about it, we've played in 4 and then we've never made it out of group stages.
Yeah, and this is 16 years since our last one. And this time we weren't invited. We made sure we were there.
Yeah.
So come on, Coach Bruce Madala.
Yeah.
For you to say goodbye to Bafana Bafana and what you've done for us. Let's get you something.
Yeah.
Let's get you somewhere
played
close.
in 3. No, it's our 4th one actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a AFCON bronze medal.
Yeah, I've got an AFCON bronze medal. Yeah. And a gold medal in 96. Yeah,
but the AFCON bronze for Madala Bruce.
Yeah.
Follow that up with a good showing at the World Cup.
Look.
And thank you very much.
Yeah. Look, for me, that will have been for them to get out of group stage I'll be happy, right? However, once you get out of group stage in these competitions, anything is possible. Anything can happen on the day, hey? We've seen when we went out of group stage in the AFCON, we're faced with Morocco, and who would have thought that we can beat Morocco? So I do believe that if we can get out of the group stage, it would have been a successful World Cup. But I do believe that we might even punch above our weight and even go further.
Dark horses for the tournament?
Dark horse. Yeah, no.
Like how dark horse is dark horse, I suppose. Like for me, Norway is a dark horse that I'm like, I'm not saying they're dark horse to go win the tournament.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised if Norway do very well. You know?
Yeah.
But in terms of dark horses who you think can go and win, if you look at the men's rankings for the best teams in the world, it's Argentina, Spain, France, England, Portugal. Right?
Those are favorites.
Those are the top 5 teams in the world right now. Does that make Brazil a dark horse in 6th?
And what does it make Belgium?
Well, Belgium's a very dark horse down in 9th. I mean, Netherlands are ranked higher than them. Morocco are ranked 7th.
Where's Uruguay?
Germany 10th. I don't see much from Germany, not right now. They've got good young players. I think maybe Germany's best days are ahead of them rather than behind them. Italy are ranked 12th and they're not even in the tournament. So maybe we shouldn't read too much into these world rankings. I mean, USA
but they do give us an
17th.
indication, right?
They give you a bit of an indication. I mean, Argentina are probably favorites for the tournament to retain it for the first time in whatever. Spain are the second best team in the world, apparently, although I don't think much of the Spain. I'd be very surprised if they go and win the whole World Cup. France are my favorites for the World Cup. I think they got the best team. I think they're the best national team in the world.
I was even saying to BK last week that even their B-side can go cause problems.
Yeah, I mean, Camavinga's been left at home. Shows you how good that squad is.
Yeah.
England aren't winning a damn thing.
Now they must go home in the group stages. It's not going on that thing.
Even the selection from Thomas Tuchel was interesting.
Yeah,
there's players who missed out there that you're like...
Yeah, look, Foden, I was like, okay, he didn't have a good World Cup, but he didn't have a good season, but those are players that you can call when the chips are down, you know. Palmer, you know, you leave a player like Palmer out.
Foden and Maguire.
And Maguire.
I mean, let's talk about form, right? If you're saying Phil Foden and Cole Palmer aren't in good enough form for England for this World Cup. Now, you're going to tell me that not only are Foden and Cole Palmer not in good enough form, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's in his best form that he's been in.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, Harry Maguire got a lot of criticism in his time at Man United. Has that man ever let England down?
No, he's
at
never.
all.
No, he's never.
Interesting selections, that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, for me, my dark horse to win the tournament is Brazil.
Okay.
Because I don't see how Brazil are in the picture traditionally. I think most people are like, okay, it's Argentina, it's Spain is the one that they're talking about, it's France. If anyone other than those 3 go win the whole tournament, it's a bit of a dark horse. Carlo Ancelotti. That man's a serial winner.
It's a serial winner.
He wins everything.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised if Brazil's holding that World Cup at the end of it and they've got a 6th star on their chest.
No, I wouldn't be
because
surprised.
that man, somehow, anything that guy touches, he's gold.
Yeah. Do you think including Neymar was justified?
I think it's such a good Brazil move. I think it's such a good, clever move from Carlo Ancelotti because Neymar's going to provide little to nothing for that team.
Yeah.
He's already out of the whole group stages with another injury. He won't play in the group stages, but he hasn't been removed from the squad. Wesley got an injury and he's been replaced by Edison or whatever, the new Atlanta, the one who's going to Man United.
Yeah.
But Neymar, injured, not removed from the squad. It's such a good Brazil move.
Yeah, it is.
Where it's like, we're so confident in all the players we have, don't even replace them.
Yeah.
But Neymar is just there for vibes.
Yeah,
you know,
look,
it's such and Brazil
loves him.
Brazil lives off of vibes.
Yeah.
That Brazil team, give them good vibes, they'll go win a tournament.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans enjoy having Neymar. You know, he's their star player. And I think he was picked for that reason, you know, so that the fans can actually rejoice. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. My other dark horses at the tournament, just in terms of teams that you don't expect to do so well and you think they could go do well.
I'm going to throw in one there for you.
Yeah, sure.
Croatia.
Croatia, but that's not a surprise. It's 8 years ago they were in the final.
Yeah.
Scotland.
Nah.
Scotland could go do well in this tournament.
Nah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think so.
That's a dark horse. They could go do well. I'm not saying semi-finals, but Scotland could go and do very well in this tournament.
Nah.
I think they've got some players.
They've got some good players. Scott McTominay is from there.
Yeah.
They've got some quality players. Look, I think the World Cup by itself, like especially European teams, they always have like 3-4 quality players. But as to whether that's good enough to go all the way, it's always supposed to be difficult for the European teams as well.
Looking at the World Cup groups, let's see who we think is the powerhouse group there. We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
But in terms of this first week of matches coming up, etc., Brazil versus Morocco is the big game.
It's a big game. That's a massive game.
That's a massive game.
What time is that game?
That game will be played at midnight, unfortunately, on Sunday the 14th.
Yeah, shucks.
So that is the big game this Sunday at midnight, Brazil versus Morocco. In terms of the FIFA rankings, that's the highest ranked one because it's 6th and 7th playing each other in the world rankings.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a good fixture. And then in terms of the World Cup groups, of course, we've seen Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Czechia. Then Group B is the whipping boy group. Whoever comes out of that group is gone right away because it's Canada, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland.
Yeah, no.
Switzerland's the only real football team there, you think. Then you've got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. And I said that Scotland's my dark horse to perform well in that tournament.
How do they come out of that group?
How do they even come out of that group? Maybe in the top 3 of the group, USA, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey, Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. That's not a bad group. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. Not a bad group. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Spain, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. That is a tough group.
Yep.
France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. Now you've got France, Senegal, and Norway in one group. Yep. That is dangerous.
Dangerous.
Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan, Portugal, DRC, Uzbekistan, and Colombia.
That's a group of death for me.
You think so? Uzbekistan?
Yeah, look.
But Portugal and Colombia in the same group.
Yeah, Portugal, Colombia, and DRC Congo are stubborn.
And then this one's also pretty tough in my opinion, just because England and Croatia are big sides. And we saw how good Panama is as well.
Yeah, true.
And Ghana.
Yeah, look, I'm not expecting much from Ghana, honestly speaking. I don't know, for some odd reason, I just feel like they have not really been the Ghana that we... Yeah, that we fell in love.
It's not a Black Stars.
Yeah, it's not like Bafana. You remember, like... But with that said, they've got talent. They've got like raw talent that can on a good day they can upset anyone.
So as much as Group B is nothing with Canada, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland, Group C is tough. Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Haiti, if they get a point out of this group,
they will
have achieved something.
Yeah.
Because those are 3 good sides: Morocco, Scotland, and Brazil. Hey, World Cup, baby.
I'm so bro.
Excited.
I'm excited as well.
Things to say.
To a degree.
I will cry if Bafana make a quarterfinal.
Yeah.
I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
I will cry if Portugal win this. I'll cry for days.
I know.
I'll cry for days.
If Portugal wins this, bro, I think many people out there in the world would be happy.
Now we're going to have to get a super sub for you to do this show with, because I'm going to take 3 weeks leave just celebrating Portugal.
You want, I don't know. We're going to have a Ness on that day. Ness on the standby, because I don't think our heart will manage.
Okay. Having a look back at club football, or a couple things to discuss.
Yeah.
One of the most beloved characters in Premier League history, Christian Eriksen.
Yes, bro.
This is his second on-field collapse in his career.
Yeah, look, for me, I think...
It's over now, surely.
I think
Now we're done.
what was the cause? Maybe
And
something
what was
that
the cause?
yeah.
But boy, oh boy.
No, bro.
Like your life's not worth the football. You've had a great career.
You had a great career. You were just at United just now.
Yeah, you've had a career. You were at Inter.
You were at
Spurs.
Spurs.
You were great at Spurs. You played in the Champions League final at Spurs. You went to Inter and you played for Manchester United.
Come on.
You've represented your country proudly in the past.
Surely can call it quits, eh?
That's like, it's not worth your life now.
Do you want to die on the pitch?
Playing more games at the age of 34 now. It's not worth your life.
No, it's not. I think you should call it a day.
I think you should call it a day. I think you should call it a day.
Yeah, I know. But it's still on the World Cup. Like, bro, like, I just wanted to, like, when I was thinking about the World Cup, you know, obviously, like, you go back, you know, what is your earliest memory of the World Cup?
My earliest memory of a World Cup is 94.
Okay.
I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
I was supporting Italy just because I liked them.
Is that where
Baggio scarred the penalty? So
that was a sad moment, eh?
That was a sad moment for Italy. A great moment
for Brazil.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah.
And I still remember, I think it was my brother's a couple years older than me. And he was like, Claudio Taffarel. You know, when you're a kid, you're like, I'm Claudio Taffarel, and you dive to make a save, whatever, you know. So I think that's my earliest memory for a World Cup.
I've got a bit of memory of 1990, because I was, I think I was 4. I was 5. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, but not much. I think I'll say 94 as well. You know, and 98, yes. Definitely.
98, yes.
More vivid.
98's vivid for me. I was 10 years old about. And I remember Zidane and Petit and
Manuel Petit,
that France squad.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of corners. I remember.
Yeah,
and what was the goalkeeper? Bates or something.
Yeah, was he the goalkeeper in '98?
Yes,
wasn't he off there? Was he?
Yeah, he was. I remember him, like, when they lifted the trophy, he was there with the fans in the stands. It was just a whole vibe. I remember that. Yeah, that was that was the World Cup that I enjoyed. You know, and I also remember a guy named Pierre Issa who scored 2 own goals.
It's another own goal was the joke.
Bro.
Yeah, I remember that. And this was off the back of that AFCON win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember that. And that was our best Bafana side.
That's
the best Bafana side.
That was the best. That was the team that we thought it was at least gonna go out of get out of the group stages rather.
But those 2 own goals killed us.
Yeah, they did. Flipping hell, yeah, that was a World Cup. And my sad memory of a World Cup is, I don't know why. Beside Baggio, I think Zinedine headbutt, bro. Like, I feel like it was an unfortunate incident to happen, and I think had he stayed in the pitch. Yeah, 2006. Had he stayed in the pitch, I think we would have talking a different language.
Yeah, France versus Italy. Italy went on to win 2006. Italy, the third most successful side or the second most successful World Cup side with 4 wins. Brazil's the only team that have won more World Cups than Brazil. Brazil's the only team that's won more World Cups than Italy. Now Italy don't even qualify for World Cups anymore.
It's tough, eh?
Yeah, it's tough. They have just won the under-18s Euros, though.
Then it's a good sign.
It's a good sign. Italy could be
4 years
back.
to come, they could be back.
Exactly. So
I'm sure they are. I mean, look, I don't know how legit that article that I came across, that it appears that they will go for Pep Guardiola. Like, they want to reinforce the entire, like, FA and have, like, proper, like, they want to build from scratch, basically.
I'm sure every national team wants Pep Guardiola if he's available.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but
still part of the City group.
Yeah, he's still part of the City group. I don't think he wants to be a manager. But
I think he wants to take a sabbatical.
Exactly. And I think his sabbatical is similar to Jurgen Klopp's one now, where it's like some behind the scenes stuff. Hey, Jurgen's enjoying his life.
I've seen him on Facebook, bro. That guy is just forever posting pictures all over the world.
And isn't he coming here for the Red Bull Leipzig Sundowns thing? Whatever.
You never know.
You're going to go hang out in Cape Town, have a jaw. Yeah.
No, he's busy.
But busy enjoying life, unlike Pep Guardiola has been for the past few years, where he's too obsessed with football. So hopefully he can share that same sentiment and Maybe he'll look at that Spain job with some fondness in a couple of years.
No, definitely.
Like Zidane is busy waiting for Deschamps to step away.
Yeah, because that's why he's not taking any other jobs, because he's been approached a couple of times. I mean, report says he's been approached a couple of times, but it does appear that he's waiting for
that France job.
I mean, if Didier Deschamps can win this and just bar out with 2 World Cups and having won it as a player, jeez. What a career.
Yeah, what a career.
I would just...
Your national hero. Build him a statue, give him a knighthood, whatever it would say,
whatever they give them.
Keys to the city of Paris, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. World Cup wrapped up. We will be joining you for a live watch-along. Bafana Bafana versus Mexico in the opening game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Some local news here. Former Kaizer Chiefs player Keegan Buchanan, his Hope FC got promoted to NFD after their maiden season in ABC Motsepe Foundation League.
What a story, eh?
Yeah.
That guy's like 34, bro. Wow. Yeah, no. He has done well. And there's a lot of players there that, like Craig Daniels, played for, not Craig Daniels, man. Craig Martins has played for Pirates, played for Cape Town City, and he went down to ABC. He started in ABC, made it all the way up, and then went down again, and he's coming up again. What a story. And he's only 32.
Yeah, still got a little bit of time in the legs.
Interesting, huh?
Former Mamelodi Sundowns star Lucas Ribeiro Costa is officially a free agent of the expiry of his short-term deal with Spanish club Cultural y Deportivo Leonesa.
We all know that he's not coming back to Sundowns, eh? Still, the way he left, they're not going to take him back. Maybe Pirates, hey, there's a player.
Hey, there's a player.
You never know.
If you want that second star,
look,
to compete with Sundowns.
It could prove to be a very important signing if he's available to sign. But I wonder if he'll want to come back to South Africa.
Skip over Liverpool's. No, look, I think it's a good appointment.
Andy,
I think that Liverpool messed up where they took too long to get rid of Slot. If they weren't going to stick with Slot, they should have done it earlier and got Xabi Alonso.
That's it. Because I think Xabi Alonso was ready.
He was the prime candidate, and that's a big stuff up that they missed that opportunity.
Yeah,
and you couldn't expect him to sit on the market and wait for you.
No.
And Chelsea moved fastest, and they got a good manager, I think.
They did.
And I think Liverpool might rue that. But in terms of second best, Andoni Areola has done a great job at Bournemouth. He decided to leave. It's a great opportunity for him.
Yeah.
He has to endear himself to the fans and get that team ticking again.
Yeah.
But they're still in Champions League football. And they've got a good side, and they've spent a lot of money on that side. They can't be terrible.
It can be. I feel sorry though for these so-called small clubs, bro. Bournemouth have in the past, just barely escaped relegation, and eventually they get to a position where they can even contest for Europe, and then the manager just packs and leave. It's difficult to keep. It's like these guys go there, do well, and they it's like a pathway to greatness.
But does it seem to affect them that badly? Like Brentford don't look that much worse off after losing Thomas Frank. Brighton don't seem to be that bad off after losing the managers. In a way, but do Brighton look that much worse off?
I think they do. If you look at where they were when they had
Graham Potter.
Yeah, Graham Potter.
Brighton.
Yeah,
but it's because those teams aren't going to, whether the manager stays or not, they're not going to stay there competing for Europe every season.
Yeah, they don't have the funds to.
They don't have the funds to do that. So they're going to spend, it might be a Forest story, spend a season in the European competitions and then spend a season out and spend a season in, because it's just too grueling for a club with that little in terms of financial capability to be playing European competition and Premier League football.
Season in,
so
season
you're going to drop off. But if you're always finishing in that top 10 positions, that's as good as you can hope for a club of that size. And then if you can maintain that, maybe you start becoming one of the more formidable sides in the Premier League.
Fair enough.
So I don't think these clubs have fared that badly. I think that they seem to be doing okay without these managers. And Crystal Palace, another one of those clubs, is losing a very good manager. And it's because they know they can go to big clubs. And, we're talking about Andoni Areola's got this big job at Liverpool. Glasner. He's looking like the main candidate for AC Milan. That's not a small job.
That's not a small job
That's
at all.
not a small job at all. If you're looking at Champions League winners, AC Milan and Liverpool are comparable, So they deserve their shot at the big clubs because of the good work that they've done at the smaller teams.
Yeah.
And I think those smaller teams will be fine.
Yeah.
They'll find someone else and they'll just keep going.
Yeah. Interesting.
And that's it.
Before we go, I came across this article and it was published by Transfer Market to South Africa, right? And they were talking about players transfer fees, right? Like if you were to knock on Orlando Pirates' door for Mofokeng, what sort of amount are you going to pay? And they've listed Mofokeng as the most expensive player currently from the Betway Premiership at around 62 million.
Yeah. It's big money in South African football, but if you look at that 3 million euros price tag,
it's not a lot.
Man United are being told they have to spend 80 million for Manuel Fernandes.
Yeah.
And, you've got Manchester City trying to buy Elliot Anderson, and they're like, well, over 100 million pounds. You have to spend 110 million pounds on Elliot Anderson.
Yeah.
You look at transfer fees internationally, and you're thinking to yourself, this could be the bargain bin for a few clubs in like the Premier League or whatever. Really Mofokeng, if you think that he could play in the Premier League, I think he might.
I think he
might have the quality to play in the Premier League. Maybe not Manchester United or Man City, but maybe a Brighton, maybe a Brentford.
Yeah, a team that likes to play ball,
Yeah.
Not direct ball.
Yeah. So
I see more of it. I think he would fit more in Spain than in England.
Sure. But you look at that price tag and you're like, 3 million euros could be an absolute bargain for a club of that European caliber, because of the price of players in the market now is insane.
Yeah.
So if these players are going to go for those sort of fees, it might just be a good move for a South African player to go to a big European club.
My surprise with this list, obviously, if I can just go quickly over it, they've got Mokoena here at second, 2.8 million. Ikram Reyners, Oswin Apolis as well at around 2.5. Nuno Santos, 2.5. Tashrik Matthews, 2.5. Marcelo Allende, Brian Leon, Talente Mbata, Jaden Adams, and Obrumdi. I'm surprised Mudau is not there. Is it because of maybe age?
Age must be the factor. But Mokoena is not young.
Yeah, look, Mokoena is like 28.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's age. Age is the factor.
Because I think Mudau, how old is Mudau? I think Mudau is about 30. It's not that old as well. And at 30, I would like to think he would have made that top 10.
Yeah, because for me, he's a right back that could play at any level.
He's 31.
Years old. So it can only be age that's pushing his price tag down. Because for me, I look at him at a right back and I think he could play. There's only one right back on the African continent that I think is better. And he's playing for PSG. He's won 2 Champions Leagues back to back.
You never minced your word with that one, eh?
No. No.
Yeah.
That's the level I see him at.
Yeah, no,
to
definitely.
be honest,
No,
I see him at a top European. I see him in a top 5 league.
Yeah.
I think
it's
he's
funny
that good.
When we talk about players of the teams that we don't support, we get accused of getting paid.
Nah.
So we're not singing Dao's praises because we want Mutipe's money.
My favorite of all the comments is whenever people are criticizing me when I don't give Chiefs enough credit. This guy's not giving Chiefs. My man, I'm a Chiefs fan.
Bro, through and through.
Through and through. But I'm not going to exaggerate.
Definitely.
I'm not going to exaggerate.
You're honest with your opinions.
I'm honest with my opinions. And Kaizer Chiefs, right now, I'm not going to sing over the top praises. Yeah. I'm going to say that 3rd place was a good finish and it's a good stepping stone and a good springboard for next season.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my favorite. This guy. He's a Sundowns fan. He doesn't say good things. My man, Sundowns just won a 2nd star. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I wish it were Chiefs winning stars.
Yeah, of course.
But they're not.
They're not. And it doesn't look like they will in the near future because, they've changing coaches and all of that. It's just like a mess right now. But anyway, we'll see.
I hope they do well next season. I hope they compete. Do you know?
I think they would compete, but yeah, I was surprised that they allowed those guys to finish the season to just let them go once. I mean, I think they've done well, but I guess like for a team like Kaizer Chiefs,
it all depends on who you're bringing in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm all well and good with you letting coaches go if you've got a good plan.
Yeah, look,
but if the plan's not clear to us,
the rumor mill is that there's a coach that is coming. He's a Frenchman and he was coaching in Morocco. But they've not announced.
Yeah, so if there's a plan, then I think you'll make Kaizer Chiefs fans a little more comfortable.
Yeah,
you know. But until we know the plan, you know, there's only a few things that are going to make Chiefs fans happy now.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a real shame when you're chopping and changing managers when you see things going up ever so slightly. Maybe you just need some consistency and you can be back challenging for titles. But hopefully there's a good plan in place and they can stick with the manager for a while.
Yeah.
Other than that,
that's it from me.
I'll see you on Thursday, brother.
Yeah, let's do this. I can't wait. Bafana Bafana. All the best.
All the best to Bafana Bafana. I'm Marco Martins.
I'm Ralo Lalim Supi.
And this is Black and White Boots. Danko.
Means thank you.